Hey RVers and future RVers, it's Mikey B with Beckley's RVs. Behind me, could this be the cutest little motorhome ever? I think so. When we get into it, you'll have to judge for yourself. Behind me is the 2025 Thor Rize 18G. Small package, but delivers a big camping experience. Let's get into it. On this tiny but mighty motorhome has some great exterior features. Again, we're looking at today the 2025 Thor Rize 18G. We're going to go a little bit further in the driver's seat about the ProMaster Ram chassis that gives you a lot of oomph and a lot of drivability to it. Let's hit some of those patio time features that you guys know that I love. I don't have it fully extended here today, but as you can see, a nice power awning with push of the button, as well as a nice LED strip here to illuminate your camping spot at nighttime. Of course, we have a nice big door that opens up, and we'll have a screen enclosure that you can roll down and zip off, so you have a beautiful day. You can just use that and get some fresh light, fresh air inside. Patio time may not mean much if you don't have some entertainment. We have electric as well as a cable hookup that we could throw a TV or radio outside and just enhance that vibe. I love my outdoors, and I think this is a great feature. I do bike ride, so it has an integrated bike rack here for you, so you don't have to worry about lugging that big heavy one at home that you have. I don't have any bikes to unfortunately show you today, but this will go down, this raises up, and now you'll be able to get two bikes back here very easily and conveniently. On the back hatch door here, you bring those bikes back or you got anything dirty, they have a great nice little spray port here that you'll be able to hose it down any of your dirties, as well as some 12 volt and 110 outlets if you need to bike pump or just need to have some electricity for any of your appliances. While we're here in the back, the toilet is a cassette toilet potty. So you'll have just shy of 5-gallon capacity that you'll be able to remove the tank and take it to a dump station easily to dispose of your black water. As far as a gray water, there is a gray water tank on board. That hookup is right here, so you'll need to bring a sewer hose with you, and you'll have your drain valve here and your stinky slinky to be able to take care of that business. And last but not least, the utility side, everything's well labeled. We have our low point drains for winterizing easily, as well as all your hookups. Your city fill at the campground, the water fill in case you want to take water with you, which is about 20 gallons if I'm not mistaken, your electric, your input for your cable, and this already has a 200-watt solar panel on it, but there's an additional hookup here in case you have a portable satellite solar panel that you want to bring with you. And last but not least, of course, your propane hookup. There is a generator on board and as well as cooking that you'll need to make sure that your propane's topped off on those long trips. All right, sitting in the cockpit of this Thor Rize 18G with the ProMaster chassis makes it very welcoming as well as very comfortable. You have a lot of seat adjustments that you can make within here, as well as a steering wheel, so that way your hands are here, eyes are forward kind of thing. We do have visibility through the big side view mirrors, as well as when you shift and reverse, you'll have a backup camera that shines right down the back. It gives you plenty of visibility. And then they took it even a step further. If you even need a little bit more visibility, they have a pseudo rear view camera at the top here that just stays on 24/7. So you have at least perhaps in those busy traffic times, be able to see a little bit what's behind you as you're moving forward. But as you can see, everything's ergonomically laid out. We have of course, our touch screen here that has a lot of controls as far as navigation, hooking up your cell phone. And by the way, hooking up a cell phone is, my gosh, they overdid it. We can lay it here if we choose to make it real easily accessible. And look at all these power outlets. We have a 110 outlet, we have 12 volt, we have USB, USB-C, so any kind of device that you have, you're easily going to be able to tap in to the screen and play your favorite tunes, get navigation, etc. As far as driving it, again, the ProMaster chassis, it comes with a 3.6 liter V6. It's got 270 some horsepower, front wheel drive. It's got lane assist, it's got traction control, but all that wonderful horsepower and boost that you're going to get out of this sucker is going to be able to confidently take you anywhere. And last but not least, this little sucker is not even 18 feet long. So any parking spot, you whip into that Walmart each night for groceries, you'll be able to take the front spot easily with this little motorhome. All right, the cutest little motorhome. We are in this 2025 Thor Rize 18G. It's tiny, but man, it is mighty. It's got a lot of creature comforts and a lot of functionality, just the same as the big motorhomes. When you step in, you're gonna, of course, have the driver and passenger seat that you can swivel around and perhaps get to, have some guests over, if you will. But certainly the sitting area and the sleeping area will make it a great weekender for anybody. So let's dive into it. When you come into the slider door, right opposite of that, of course, is your full kitchen. We have, of course, a kitchen sink with a nice counter extension, or cover, I should say, to give you that a little bit of extra space in case you need it. And underneath this counter, or this cover here, is, of course, your propane burners to get some cooking in if you need that way. And they do supply, they do supply a good old microwave just in case you need to do some reheats, as well as maybe doing some popcorn for movie night or something. Bringing your food is going to be a breeze with this nice little 12-volt refrigerator here that you can stow a lot of your cold items that you may need. And plenty of drawers. Look at all these drawers that they supplied here. We've got 1, 2, 3, and a smaller one at the top, the fourth one. So a lot of kitchen utensils easily can stow away, out of the way, I should say. And cabinet space is easily accessible. Either side has a great size doors here to be able to fit some of those wider items that you may need. Again, you have those on both sides. All your controls are nicely tucked away here, right inside the door. You're going to have your screen there that's going to, on the left here, that's going to give you your controls to check your tank levels, your propane levels, to do your awning, do your AC, etc. And of course, all your nice lights are labeled there for you, so you can easily turn on and off as you need. As I mentioned outside, this does have a 200-watt solar panel, so that's going to give you some great 12-volt to turn into 110 via the inverter. So we have, if I'm not mistaken, a 1,000-watt inverter. So that way, when you plug into your 110 volts in your boondocking, you can turn that battery power into electric and operate some of those 110 items. We do have AC on the roof, but your heat and your water is through the Truma Combi system. It's an awesome, very efficient system that will give you great heat and, I want to say, endless supply of hot water. It just depends on how much water you have coming in. More importantly, if you're using your own water underneath, which again, you're limited at 20 gallons. Other than that, we have a great floor space to be able to get through to the bathroom, especially if you're making a quick pit stop. But as we're going to do, Nick and I are going to flop spots, and we're going to show you the seating area as well as turning it into a bed at night. All right, so far as the living side of the motorhome, again, we other than the two obvious seats up front, we also have a nice little setup for seating back here. Both sides do have an extra seat belt, so safety-wise, you can travel with 4 as far as seat belts are concerned. I'm 6'1", so obviously I'm stretched out on this far side. We do have a smaller side here, so when you see here in a second, we'll make this into a bed. Getting 2 in here might be take a little bit of ingenuity to get everybody comfortable. There's also an extension that lifts up, so anybody really tall, this cushion will go back here to just add a little bit of extra leg room, if you will. They have a nice, cool little table that's integrated into here, so you can change the height, you can change based on where you want it to sit. But as you can see, you can really rotate it out of the way, especially if somebody needs to get to the bathroom quickly, or make it more accessible for whoever might be sitting here. And taking it apart is real breeze too. You have a couple latches that you just need to loosen up. Get this out of the way. and now you have free range of all the floor space. And as I mentioned, we also can convert this into a bed. There's a nice piece here that easily slides apart, and then we're going to take, there's two cushions, or a set of cushions. One's a little bit angled, more for like maybe a backrest, but then the other set has a hard bottom. We're going to use those to fill in the space. And again, I'm 6'1", so if I'm sleeping this way, I'm going to be probably crunched a little bit, so I might sleep this way. But if you definitely have two adults, potentially can sleep this way, or if you got one and your four-legged friend, you definitely have plenty of space. And converting it back into seating is just as quickly can be done. And voila, so it doesn't take but maybe what, 30 seconds if you wanted to add some sheets and pillows into the equation. All right, last but not least, again, the bathroom. The bathroom is fully self-contained, if you will. We have a lot of storage here at the foot of the toilet here, as well as some drawers for some of your folded items. And as I mentioned from the outside part of the video, we do have a cassette toilet that's just shy of about 5 gallons for that capacity. Kind of like your airplane style sink here that gives you hot and cold, as well as a shower head. So if you do need to wash down, you have a nice curtain that encompasses this whole area, so you don't have to worry about splatter. And lastly, here you do have a nice little tucked away medicine cabinet, just to keep some of your toiletries. And for privacy purposes, just in case you don't want to show the world off your birthday suit, we can close it down. So there you go, the inside of this tiny mighty motorhome. Again, the Thor Rize 18G. All right, there you have it. What do you think of this small motorhome? Again, 2025 Thor Rize 18G. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Certainly love to hear your first impressions, and any questions you have, comment below. And everybody, make sure you show some love, smash that subscribe button so you can follow us on all the latest and greatest RVs that come in, so we can show them off to you guys. I'm Mikey B with Beckley's RVs. We'll see you out at the campsites.